I am still reeling what I just saw on episode 4 of The Penguin. When the show first started, Colin Farrell was on Jimmy Fallon, and he was saying how great episode 4 was, which featured Cristin Milioti as Sofia Falcone. And you were going to get a backstory of the Sofia Falcone character. And he wasn't lying. Episode 4 of Penguin is probably one of the best episodes on TV this year. And Cristin Milioti probably gave one of the best performances on TV this year. She's that good. This is Meryl Streep like, Kate Blanchett like, Glenn Close like. This Milioti is, there's a lot of really good actresses today, but the stuff that she's done as an actress, that's a totally different level of talent that we don't see too often today. So here's the thing. Penguin has been great since episode 1. Episode 1 was great. Episode 2 was really good. Episode 3 was fantastic. And then we get to episode 4. And we learn about Sofia. Now, when we first meet Sofia in episode 1, she just came out of Arkham Asylum. And if you don't know, Arkham Asylum is where the Joker and the Riddler are. That's a place for crazy people. And her nickname was Hangman. And then just the way she talked, the way she moved, the way her eyes darted. Sometimes there's a blank look in her eyes. She has a weird smile. You could tell that Sofia was unhinged. And you were kind of waiting each episode if she was going to do something crazy, because just the way she was moving around, you figure, oh, something's not right. Right? So we get to episode 4, and everything you learn about Sofia is totally different after episode 4. Episode 4 is her backstory, and this is before she goes to Arkham. She's the daughter of Carmine Falcone, mob boss of the crime family. Falcone crime family. She loves her brother. And Sofia, at that point, yeah, she's a tough Italian chick. The only similarities are she still smokes, and she still got a great walk. To me, Janet Jackson got the best. I love Janet Jackson when she walks. But Cristin Milioti got a nice walk. It's a nice walk. But other than that, Sofia, the way she wears her clothes is sunnier. She adores her father. She has a caring personality. Like, it's a slightly different character, right? Then she remembers something from her past. And that memory would change her whole character arc. And it's not her fault. And one of the most terrifying scenes is at the very beginning when she enters Arkham. And it's a scene that a lot of people go through when they go to prison, where they strip your clothes off and put a hose on you and just look in your mouth and all this stuff. And you're no longer a person. You're just a number. You're just a piece of meat that no one cares about. And they shot that in quick cuts, right? But it's a very terrifying scene. There's a bunch of terrifying scenes for her in Arkham, but that's one of probably the most underrated terrifying scene. And then we flash forward again, and then she's out of Arkham. And one of the things about that episode is it kind of shows you that the people that you love the most can hurt you the most. That episode, within that 59 minutes, is like the best of Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, to Sopranos, and Succession. Like, if you love any of those shows, it's the best of those episodes in 59 minutes. And that's not just Milioti, that's to the writing staff, that's to the showrunner. It's an amazing, amazing episode. And like people are saying, she should be nominated for an Emmy. Now, the problem with that is twofold. One is October 2024. Emmy nominations won't happen till May 2025. That's a long time. So Cristin Milioti will have to run the table from October to May or April, whenever they start voting. That's a long time. But if they really watch the episode, they should already have her marked down for that. Also, the Emmy voters are kind of snooty. So they hate the nominate shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Battlestar Galactica, True Blood, The Walking Dead. For some odd reason, they love Game of Thrones. They gave Game of Thrones everything. But all these other shows, it's always like, It's from a comic book. We don't like it. Where there was a lot of great performances from all those shows. So I'm hopeful that they'll just look past the fact that this is a Batman show. When in fact, it's not really Batman's in the background, but it's not even a Batman show. It's a crime drama. The Falcones are just the Sopranos in Gotham City. Penguin is nothing but another character that's around Tony Soprano. Like if you took episode 4 and just say the latest episode of Sopranos, Cristin Milioti would easily get an Emmy nomination. If you said this is Succession, this is episode 4 of Succession, same situation, she would have been nominated sight unseen. But we'll see. We have to wait on that. Now, moving forward, they got Matt Reeves, who directed The Batman, who's going to direct The Batman 2. He has to figure out some way to keep Cristin Milioti and Sofia Falcone in the Batman family. I don't know if Colin is coming back as the Penguin. I'm not sure. Because when HBO always announces the Penguin is a limited series, and usually when they say limited series, that means it's not going to be back for a second season. It's a one-off season. You know, I'm still waiting for WandaVision. Because WandaVision was a limited series and that'll never come back, right? So I feel like that's going to be the same for Penguin. And as far as I know, I'm not even sure if Colin's going to be in Batman 2. So the script is already done for Batman 2. They have to start filming next year. And the film's going to be out in 2026. I'm hopeful that Sofia Falcone will be in the Batman 2. If she's not in the Batman 2, they gotta do another limited series of Sofia Falcone. Like she doesn't, it would be great if Colin was back as Penguin, but they don't need Penguin because Sofia alone is a compelling character. And if you're Matt Reeves, you got to figure out a way to keep Sofia around. And also Cristin Milioti. After this, there's going to be a lot of people saying, wow, where has she been this whole time? She's been around. Like the first time I saw Milioti was in Wolf of Wall Street. And I didn't know who she was. Like she played Leo DiCaprio's wife. It's like, wow, she's really good. But then Margot Robbie popped up. It's like, wow, look at her. Margot Robbie is so stunning. But she was great in that role, right? So he's like, wow, that sucks for Leo's wife. But then you were entranced by Margot Robbie, and then Margot Robbie just took off, right? She blew up after that. Where Milioti just kept on working. She was the mom in How You Met Your Mother. Like she was in stuff I just didn't watch. And her range is so crazy. Like before Wolf of Wall Street, I think she played Abby Flynn on 30 Rock. She played this sex spot rider with a baby voice that wore short shorts, right? Very playful, very bubbly. But then you look at her, Sofia Falcone, it's like, this can't be the same woman. It can't be. But she's a great actress, man. So Margot Robbie, she's pregnant. So we won't see Margot for a while. So the door is open for the next great actress. And I feel like that's Milioti. She got it, man. And if I'm Matt Reeves or the Batman producers, I'm trying to figure out a way to keep Milioti around. Because they got to keep her, man. She's too talented of a person. So if you guys seen episode 4 of The Penguin, tell me what you think. If you've been watching The Penguin, tell me what you think. I can't get enough of this, man. And the ending alone is almost like, oh man. Like she is unhinged, but she's great with a great walk.